I think I will abide by the existing protocol. But really, what should have happened is that the chairman of the occasion should have made the address first, before any other. That is the correct thing. So I'm sorry that if I'm not doing it at this stage. So let me abide by the existing protocol, but allow me to give you a brief protocol of my own. Your Excellency, Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, and Mrs. Aisha, Excellency Mrs. Aisha Buhari, Your Excellencies, the visiting guest presidents, I recognize you all from Chad, from Niger, and from Benin Republic. Thank you for coming, and the representatives of the other presidents that are supposed to be here. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, GCON, and Mrs. Osinbajo. Your Excellencies, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the President of the Senate, and the Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives, distinguished and honorable members of the National Assembly, honorable ministers, the author whom you've already heard, and of course the book reviewers, which you will soon know who they are, but they are on the program. Eminent and distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of great pride and honor for me to be here at the public presentation of Muhammadu Buhari, The Challenges of Leadership in Nigeria, which has been described as a penetrative biography of Mr. President. I do not expect the book to be anything less than as it has been described. The more so as everyone created by God, and particularly put in a position of leadership, is a story waiting to be told. As to be expected, today's event, to borrow from the late politician Chief K.O. Mbadiwe, is a gathering of political juggernauts and men and women of timber and caliber, as well as ambassadors, plenipotentiary, and extraordinaire. It therefore goes without saying that we are bound to hear a lot of big grammar and loads of wonderful adjectives to describe the man of the moment, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Commander-in-Chief. I tell you, he deserves every word of praise as well as criticism that would be rolled into one today. Let me advise, however, that any and all speakers had better make his or her speech brief and to the point, void of any flattery, as that is not in his character. Or delight. However, I can say without fear or favor that Muhammad Buhari is a fighter and a man of destiny. As a young officer, he did so well during several assignments and operations within and without Nigeria that caught my attention and that of other leadership. And that is the reason why he really catapulted to the top within a very short time. As a convert politician, he fought many battles to take charge of Nigeria from Aso Villa, in spite of being told several times that he would never see the inside sanctum of the villa. His election in 2015 as president in a free and fair election is therefore an affirmation of the notion that persistence pays. He is like the Irishman, third time lucky, but not for a third term. It has, however, been his unenviable lot to twice lead Nigeria at extraordinarily difficult times when the economy needed to be quickly rescued. Truth to tell, Mr. President has been doing his best to get things going to ensure that the economy is restored to good health and the suffering of the masses of the people is alleviated. All of the matters that I have been touched upon and more are well documented in the biography that is being presented today, and you've already had a summary of the book from the author a moment ago. But you will hear more about this later. The success of any book presentation, as you well know, is dependent on the quality of the reviewer or reviewers of the work. I have carefully looked at the array of the reviewers of this book. The mix of people is intimidating, with a field that includes former Lagos State Governor and front-line politician and APC stalwart Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and former Abia Governor and current Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, and of course, the former United States Ambassador to Nigeria, John Campbell, and former Nigerian Foreign Affairs Minister and United Nations Permanent Representatives, an erudite scholar, Professor Ibrahim Gambari. Any author and any subject would readily know that no stone in any chapter of the book would be left unturned. I'm confident that they will do justice to every issue in the book. But who really can frighten an old war lord or war horse? A soldier of the breed of Muhammadu Buhari. I think some of you probably may remember some of his operations when he had to chase, some of the rebels or group from Nigeria, right crossing the borderline. He didn't respect the borderline at that time, but this time, of course, he is doing it by getting the cooperation of all, of all the leadership. His achievements that are being packaged for history so far speak for him. But knowing him, he will be reluctant to tell his story now. He probably wouldn't have liked it to be told now. He will probably have to wait, but he has to wait to tell his own story himself when he writes his autobiography. This is a biography, so you've got time to write your own biography personally yourself. He is only well known. As for the author, you've just heard him a moment ago, Professor John Pardon. There is nothing to worry about given his pedigree. He is not only well known in and well informed about Nigeria, he had also produced an equally powerful biographical work on the late Premier of Northern Region, Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Sardauna of Sokoto, and of course other works. I believe that I have said enough for now. I believe that my work as chairman to set the tone for the proceeding of this occasion is now done. I therefore will sit back and enjoy the rest of the day, but let me direct the masters of the able and capable masters of ceremonies to conduct the rest of the proceedings on my behalf. So they will be acting as chairman, but as masters of ceremony chairman, for the occasion, and there will be no interference unless it is necessary. And this one, I think I'm going to probably consult with Mr. President himself before any intervention is made. I know we are set for an interesting session. Your Excellencies, my lords, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I urge you all to enjoy every minute of this presentation of Muhammad Buhari, the challenges of leadership in Nigeria, a worthy piece of contribution to the body of knowledge of Mr. President. Ensure you get a copy, and I recommend it to the general public as a good and valuable possession. Enjoy the day. Thank you for listening. God bless you all.